factorize this completely factorize this. I'm giving you 3 seconds. You can pause the video, right? 1, 2, 3. Did you get this as your answer? Because you know in the recent videos we're doing trends right now, right? So we're looking at some of these trends that show up in CXC all the time or recently. Did you get this as the answer? If you did, you are correct, but not fully correct. You will get 1 out of the 2 marks. Let me explain. So firstly, the topic is called difference of 2 squares. Sometimes just difference of squares. DOS for short. DOS. Difference of squares. And the main premise, main idea is that you have 2 square terms. This term is a square number, this term is a square number. And to factorize it, we simply need to get the square root of each term. That's plus or minus 3. And we create the factors out of that. So we can just focus on like the positive. And then we usually write, therefore, x squared minus 9 is equal to x plus 3 by x minus 3. If you know that, say to yourself now, I know that. If you need to find out more on this, do some research on that, right? This is not the whole topic of this lesson. I could go into a whole thing on factorization, the 4 types of factorization. I have videos on YouTube about that. But this is to understand the trend that is showing up and how you lose the 1 mark. For example, something like 25a squared minus 49 will factorize to square root of 25 is 5, square root of a squared is a. Let's put minus first, 49, so square root of that is 7. And then we will do what we call like the conjugate of this. So we have minus 7 and we put plus 7 there. And this works out, and this is correct. If this was 2 marks, you get the full 2 marks. Why we lost marks before? Because in all the paper, the instructions is always factorized completely. This is factorized completely. However, can you tell if I had something like what I showed you before, and I get the square root of this, that's 2x. Square root of this is 4. This is actually not factorized completely. There's a common factor of 2 that can be ripped out of both of these. So this is really 2 times x minus 2, and this is really 2 times x plus 2. 2 times 2 is 4, so the real answer is 4 by x minus 2 by x plus 2. So how do you stay alert to questions like these so you don't lose the marks in the exam? Let me show you. I'll do 2 more. Actually, I'll do 1 more. You do the last one in the comments, right? That's from a next trend. From a next video that's coming up. Okay, 2 more very neat examples here. This one is actually pretty spooky, so I'll leave that one for you to do. But just to get the idea again, the first thing that you want to do is always look to see if there's a common factor between the numbers, and if removing the common factor will still keep a difference of 2 squares. Because this is a square number, this is a square number, this is a square number. 4, I can find the square root of that. X squared, I can find the square root of that. 100, I can find the square root of that. But if I take out 4 from everything, I still have square terms separated by a subtraction sign. So this is what you want to do at the start of this question. Then you go ahead and factorize this like whatever method your teacher. There's so many methods to this. I showed you one earlier. And you would eventually get that. So that one is for you. And you can write the answer in the comments below and look out for the next video about that guy and why this is trending in CXC. That's a nice. Love and blessings. Homework.